Hello and welcome to another review. Today we have Dyson Sphere Program and this is a pretty cool looking game as you can see. So I will start with the main question here, the big question as I always do. Is it worth buying Dyson Sphere Program? And my answer is a resounding yes. Definitely, it's completely worth it. But let's dive into why I think it's worth buying this game and what's behind my decision in this opinion. But before we do, don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can see more content like this. And yeah, leave me a comment in the comment section so I know your opinion about this game. So what's Dyson Sphere Program? Dyson Sphere Program is basically a simulation strategy game, space simulation. If you haven't noticed that yet, you have like planets, you have sun, you have moons, and you have a galaxy. So in this game, you basically build the most efficient factory that you could to basically harness the power of a star, which is what we are doing here. So this weird structure that we have in there, it's basically that's a Dyson sphere. So this is a real thing that has never been built before. So that's what we are trying to do here, building this huge thing that you capture the energy from this star and send back to the planet. And with that, like you can build more things, you can increase your factory, have all these nice drones flying around and your ships going back and forth throughout the galaxy as well. Main goal here is to build that thing, the Dyson Sphere. But to do that, you need to build your factory in kind of a satisfactory or factorial mix of play style. So you have to collect resources, you have to plan, design production lines, and develop your factory in the planet, and then you actually go into a completely and utterly insane level because you start on that planet and then you start going into other star systems, like for example this one where we have our ship just arriving into this planet. And this is like the size of this is just ridiculous. So this is all we have available for us in here. And yeah, it's like, as you can see, it's it's very easy to get lost. That's what I want to say. And but what about graphics? Well, graphics for this game are actually awesome, and they, especially when you are looking into space. If I remove like just the UI there for a second, and oh, I'm lost now. Hold up, let me go back to this. So if we look back, there we go. Back at this, as you can see, like this is just good. It's pretty well done. The scale of this is really, really nice. And I believe this all comes together in just one great thing. It just is good graphics in this game. Like sometimes you just stop and keep looking at what's happening and how everything's happening, and you have like things that look a little bit different, and you just keep enjoying the view. And this is quite relaxing to do. So you don't just like build. You can stop a little bit and enjoy the views on planets like this one, which look like really, really cool. So sounds of this game as well, they work quite well together. You can probably hear in the background, depending on where you are in the planet, or if you're just flying away like I am right now with my mecha just here. There you go, that's me. So yeah, that is gravity pulling me towards that planet. But the music just like complements this game so much, and it works really well with the whole game and with everything that you're trying to do in here. And as you can see, we came back to the planet, and music is now different. It's another rhythm. It's a different kind of feeling that you get from it, and it's just so good. So, okay, the Tech 3. All right, so Tech 3 on this game is huge as well. As you can see, this is the technology Tech 3. I'm almost done with all of this, and we have a few that haven't been implemented yet, and that is also the upgrades Tech 3, which is basically your mecha or your robot that you use to go around, like I was just flying at the moment. There are also a few things that I can still research around here. I'm taking my time. I'm going slowly, but yeah, pretty huge. There are new things being added to that. As you can see, you have this main line here saying main quest. This is what you do to kind of like finish the game, the mission complete, which is basically researching of this in the universe matrix, which is the hardest cube for to use in the game. So the universe matrix contains everything, matter, energy, and information. So it's incredibly nice. It takes some time to go through all this, but I think it's an enjoyable journey. And oh, there you go. Sun is going down, and you still can see it because this thing here is huge. But yeah, so difficulty, I kind of find this not so hard to do. It's still, I think from time to time you might get stuck on one thing or another, and that's totally normal. That's not a problem, and what you just have to do is just stop. And for example, if you're trying to build something, you have to go and look at what this build needs. So for example, the processor and the plant field filter. And let's say I don't have this, as I don't at the moment. I can look and see what I need to build that, and I can go on until the most basic material, which is the ore itself, where you extract. And then you start building things and go on the other way, and until like you can build the most complex structures in the game. So, all right, development of this game is still happening, but it's on a really like polished state at the moment. That there are no issues with the game whatsoever. Really very little bugs, no much issues. There is a lot that they are still doing. There are new things that I haven't even tried yet from the last update, which is basically the new construction thing. I think you can just drag and drop things now. That's probably a way for doing that, and I just don't know exactly how to do that yet. But yeah, that is the upgrade facility, which now you can basically upgrade everything at the same time. Just make this like bigger, and you can upgrade all these buildings all together. So that is a lot of things coming into this game in the near future as well. There'll be at the moment there's no combat, but it's coming. The developer says it's coming as well. It's something that they want to do, and might add a new layer of complexity here to the game. Look at this. Like, this is how beautiful this game is. You just spend some time here looking at what's happening over there, and yeah, that's great. So mods, it's not available at the moment in the Steam Workshop, but it's also something the developers are working. It's coming very soon, I believe, and I think this will be probably a game changer, as it usually is. Like if you think about games like City Skylines or even Transport Fever, where the mods make a lot of difference, then you know what I'm saying. And for games like this, where it's good for you to have like blueprints and things like that to build faster and get like some structures in the right place, because otherwise you just end up with a mesh of conveyor belts all around the place and it doesn't look good. So you have to optimize the space that you have, and then when you start looking into going into different place, then you can basically look into adding some mods and using these blueprints. That is usually quite helpful as well. Now what I'm doing here, I'm just traveling at the speed of light and going to another system just to show you what this looks like and what happens. There's a lot of things in this game, like they're just fantastic as you go. I don't show you everything because I want you to uncover things along the way, which is quite nice, and I think that's much nicer. But yeah, as we go into this Mirzan planet, there is also something that's very important to mention here, which is that this is all going on, like everything here works at a normal time pace, I would say. So basically there is no pause. That's where I want to get at. If you do this, you are on the game pause, the game is still running. If you're looking into the menus, which I basically can do right now because I'm flying, there is a way to do that. I just can't remember. I just have to press a specific button. There we go. So like this, the game is still running. This is the only screen that you can opt to not run the game, basically. And yeah, I think like this is another system. This is a different star. The amount of light that we get from this star is also different. And I really like how this all look and how it works as well. I show you the tech tree. We also have your inventory. You can expand this as you go. You have the replicator, so you can build a few things inside your robot, and a few things you can't actually build in here. So you have to actually build your factories, a planet to do so. And yeah, you have your mecha panel, you have energy and all that good stuff. So there we go. We are arriving home, and I came back here because I want to show you one more thing. The Dyson is here. So this is the star map, which you already seen, and this is the Dyson Sphere. And this is what we are building. So basically you can come in here and add like new nodes. I'm researching more technology so I can build all the way to the poles here around. At the moment, just this green area is where I can build. This is what we are building now, and we just have to wait for material to came in here. As you can see, it's being built. So everything that we are shooting, as you can see, like we're not firing at someone or anything like that. We are actually just firing what it's called solar sails. So these things like orbiting around the sun. And we are also firing some kind of some vessels in there that will build the structure, which are these lines in here that will hold everything in place. Now just arriving to the planet here, let me go down and look at the sun setting. But yeah, this is basically Dyson Sphere Program. This is an also game, and just as a recap, I think it's completely worth buying it. And in this stage of development, there is a lot that's coming that's new along the way, and I think it's worth it. Like, I've been playing this for almost 100 hours now and putting a lot of time into this. I did some live streams as well, so you can take a look at my channel and see how is a gameplay of that as well. And yeah, I hope you have fun. But if you have questions, please leave them in the comment section, or join my Discord server and ask me anything in there as well. And don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!